during the combine, you mentioned about getting a point guard. You finally got one in RJ. What are your expectations from him?
We weren't really looking necessarily for a point guard. We felt if a point, because at that time I was talking to you, we were still number 10 pick, you know, so we were looking at who would drop, and we were actually thinking it might be Jerome or Nelly. If they came down that deep, then we might take them as a point guard. So then when we were able to move up to the third pick after the draft, after the trade, we started looking at other guys, and it was really a battle internally in our organization between size and uniqueness. And so we really were concerned about, especially after trading Christian, we were concerned about, you know, our size and should we go for a bigger player. And we had like 4 guys that we were all debating over. But it just came down to the fact that we just felt that RJ was just a really unique player, like his uncle Johnny, and he's going to be a unique player, an elite player in his position. I mean, you know, when it's all over, he may be one of the best point guards of all time. You know, I mean, that's what we think that may happen. So we just couldn't pass on him, even though we really wanted the size of other players. We really didn't want it. We couldn't pass on RJ. So, as I mentioned, it's kind of like back in 1992 when Junlin Put was the number 1 pick, Big Pablo was number 2. Everybody wanted the size and the bigger players, and Johnny was number 3, and he fell to us, number 3. And we even wanted Big Pablo and Junlin Put, but we got Johnny, and lo and behold, you know, so this is the experience that I had with Johnny, and I don't want to pass on this experience with RJ as a number 3 pick as well. So, but there were some really strong players in this draft. They're really going to be great players in the PBA. We just think that RJ may be elite.
Coach, you mentioned about Jerome Lastimosa and Evanelli. Both are also point guards. What made you choose RJ over the other point guards in this school?
Just RJ's in a class by himself. You know, that's what we feel. Jerome is a great player. I got to coach him in Gilas, and he was able to create his shot anytime he wanted. I've watched Elliot at LaSalle. My wife is from LaSalle. My brother-in-law is from LaSalle, so I have to watch LaSalle. So I watched a lot of him as well. And they're both going to be really great, you know, players in the PBA. You know, they're really solid. They do everything. They do everything with point guard. But again, I just feel that RJ is in another class by himself. So, you know, so we'll have to see as we go forward. You know, we'll know more in 2 or 3 years from now. You can ask me again about it.